Hey, how you doing? Today, you and I are going to be using a Greenpan Frost slushy machine to make the best low sugar vanilla bean milkshakes. Except we're going to kick it up an extra notch and make them malted vanilla milkshakes. So you ready? Let's get into this. Okay, for our milkshakes, we need heavy cream, some non-fat ultra-filtered milk, some Skinny Mix's salted caramel sauce, some monk fruit sweetener, a little bit of food-grade vegetable glycerin, some vanilla extract, vanilla bean paste, and some dry malted milk. If you'd like to make this recipe, all the ingredients and measurements are down in the description of the video, along with the calorie count, the protein, the carbs, and the fat. Alright, since we're using a slushy machine, we want to make sure that we have all of our ingredients mixed really well before they go in there. Especially that malt stuff, because that tends to bind a little bit. So we're going to take a big pitcher. I'm going to pour in the milk first, and then I'm going to put my malt in a little bit at a time and use a whisk to get that mixed in there really good. If you do too much at once, you have a higher chance of this binding up. We can still mix it and it's still going to be okay, but this way it just makes it a little bit easier. Okay, next we'll add in our heavy cream. Give that a mix as well. Throw in our vegetable glycerin. If you're using regular sugar for this recipe, then you don't need this glycerin. The reason I'm putting it in here is since I'm using the monk fruit sweetener, the slushy machine would have a hard time with it and probably over freeze it. This will make it act a lot like regular sugar. There's our vanilla extract going in. And our bean paste. And last but not least, our monk fruit sweetener. Next, we're going to fill up our slushy machine. And you can see that my machine has both a milkshake setting and a soft ice cream setting. Since we want a really thick malted shake, we're not going to use the milkshake setting because that's not going to be thick enough. We're actually going to use the soft serve ice cream setting. And we're going to set it up to the maximum freeze level. If you don't have a Greenpan Frost, but you have some other slushy machine that has the soft serve ice cream setting, you can do that too. I would recommend using a little bit of a lower freeze setting on those if you haven't done this before, and then just kind of play with it and experiment. If you're using a machine that doesn't have the soft serve ice cream setting and just has the milkshake, that's fine. Just set it up to the maximum freeze level and you'll still have a pretty good shake. It just won't be quite as thick. So we're going to give our mix a final little mix right here, and I'm going to start her up. Now we just got to pour in our ingredients. Just be careful not to make a mess. Now all we got to do is wait. Hey, by the way, if this is your first time here and you want to learn some cool new recipes, get some great cooking tips and tricks and all sorts of other kitchen related things, then start now by subscribing to the channel and clicking the notification bell so you never miss a thing. Okay, that took about 40 minutes, but our malted shake is ready. So I've got my glass here. You can see this is all frosty because I've had this in the freezer. That's a nice little hack you can take advantage of. That way it'll keep your shake nice and frozen for a lot longer. We've got our caramel sauce. We're gonna actually decorate the inside of this glass with it. Just like that. And I've got a little bit of whipped cream that I made since I forgot to buy some from the store. This isn't actually part of the recipe. This is just for decoration. I absolutely love milkshakes. Good thick shakes like this still end up being a little bit calorie dense just because they have so much fat in them. But we did manage to cut back a lot on the sugar, so at least we don't have a whole lot of sugar calories. In any case, nobody's really gonna know because this thing came out delicious. If you like a little bit more information about the Greenpan Frost that I used to make this recipe, I do have an Amazon affiliate link for it down in the description of the video. If you buy anything through those links, I do make a small commission, but it doesn't change the price that you pay 1 cent. If you like this video, then I bet you'll like this video right here where I use the slushy machine to make a really good frappuccino. What? That's actually my go-to, and I make those at least once a week. Well, that's it for now. I hope to see you back again here really soon. Until that time, I'm Joe, and I hope you have a phenomenal day. Take it easy.